The ballroom glitters, a symphony of light and luxury, yet Princess Amira stands alone amidst the splendor. Her gown shimmers, mirroring the radiant facade she presents, while her eyes reveal a profound sadness. Surrounded by courtiers and suitors, she feels the suffocating weight of expectation and duty. A furtive glance towards Fatima, her loyal handmaiden, is a silent plea for help from the gilded cage. In the heart of the celebration, Amira's desperation simmers beneath a veneer of royal composure. Amira, hiding her noble identity, finds a hidden mine entrance against a harsh, unforgiving mountain backdrop. Hesitation flickers across Amira's face before she bravely steps into the dark, damp tunnel. 7 dwarfs toil inside, their picks ringing against the stone as they mine for glittering gems. The dwarfs pause, their cautious eyes turning towards Amira, their curiosity piqued by the unexpected intruder. Lanterns cast long, dancing shadows across the mine walls, illuminating the dwarfs preparing for battle. Amira and the dwarfs huddle, their faces grim with determination in the flickering light. Armed with pickaxes and shovels, the dwarfs stand shoulder to shoulder, ready to defend their home. Amira, once a sheltered princess, now stands tall, courage blazing in her eyes. The air is thick with anticipation as they prepare to face the impending darkness. Friendship and resolve unite them against the shadows, a beacon of hope in the deep. Beneath a veiled moon, Princess Amira, cloaked and resolute, races through the dense, grasping forest. Her gown catches on gnarled branches as she stumbles, the sounds of pursuing guards echoing ominously. She clutches a small, ornate box, its mysterious contents fueling her desperate flight. Exhausted, she collapses at the foot of an ancient oak, seeking solace from the encroaching darkness. Deep in the dwarf's mine, the air vibrates with industry as Grumbly examines a gemstone, his brow a map of concentration. Sparky's nimble fingers dance over intricate clockwork, gears whirring a hypnotic song amid the bustling mine. Harmony's cheerful humming fills the tunnels as she lovingly polishes miniature bells, each note a testament to joy. Laughter echoes through the mine, a symphony of unity as the dwarfs' unique talents merge in harmonious camaraderie. In a forest clearing, Princess Amira and the dwarfs brace for battle, their faces etched with grim determination. Grumbly, with focused intensity, sets intricate traps, turning the forest into a deadly maze. Sparky outfits Amira with a specially designed shield, ensuring a perfect fit for the coming storm. Harmony meticulously tests a series of sonic devices, each hum a note of impending war. The forest clearing transforms into a strategic battleground, ready to meet the villain's forces. Amira, Grumbly, Sparky, and Harmony stand united, trepidation mingling with their resolve. Princess Amira, disguised in simple attire, sprints breathlessly through the dense forest, her face a mask of fear and resolve. She stumbles, the rough forest floor threatening to halt her desperate flight. The pursuing guards echo through the trees, driving her onward with relentless urgency. A small cottage appears amidst the dense trees, a beacon of potential refuge in her desperate escape. Driven by sheer desperation, she rushes towards the cottage, seeking sanctuary from the imminent threat. Amira cautiously enters the cottage, finding herself the center of attention for 7 curious dwarfs. Baz, the eldest dwarf, steps forward, his eyes narrowed with suspicion as he assesses the unexpected visitor. Amira, her voice trembling, explains her plight to the assembled dwarfs. Offers her a place to stay, Kareem says, as the dwarfs exchange glances, considering Amira's request. Torches flicker at the mouth of the mountain pass, casting long, dancing shadows as Amira and the dwarfs prepare. Amira, sword in hand, stands at the forefront, her gaze blazing with determination and newfound courage. Wasim's knowledge guides, Sameh crafts. Nabil's strength stands ready as they venture into the unknown. Fadi's tracking ensures they stay on course. Raid's courage fortifies them against fear. United by a common goal, they march forward, ready to confront the usurper and reclaim Amira's kingdom. Princess Amira, in tattered clothes, stumbles through the forbidding forest, sunlight struggling to pierce the dense canopy. Clutching a worn locket, she moves forward, a beacon of hope in the surrounding despair. She trips, her face etched with exhaustion and fear, a stark reflection of her desperate plight. The distant howls of wolves echo through the trees, amplifying the atmosphere of isolation. Amira's locket shines, a silent promise against the encroaching darkness and echoing howls. Amira steps into the dwarf's cottage, a haven of warmth amidst the dark woods. But 7 pairs of eyes watch her every move. The crackling fireplace casts dancing shadows as Boris, the eldest dwarf, steps forward, his gaze sharp and questioning. "Who are you, and why are you trespassing?" Boris demands, his voice echoing in the cozy, cluttered space. Amira's voice trembles slightly as she replies, I am Amira. I am lost and in need of help." Before the imposing castle gates, Amira stands in shining armor, a beacon of defiance against the looming darkness. The 7 dwarfs stand as a united front, a small but steadfast army beside their rightful queen. Boris's voice echoes, a rallying cry for justice and loyalty. "For loyalty! For justice! For Amira!" Sunlight flashes off Amira's drawn sword, a promise of retribution and a return to glory. Her eyes blaze with fierce resolve, ready to reclaim her birthright and restore peace to the war-torn land.
Under the moonlit canopy of a dark forest, Princess Amira, cloaked in simple travel garb, stumbles, her exhaustion palpable. Driven by fear, she presses on, the rustling leaves and distant howls heightening her desperate flight from a forced marriage. She falls near a hidden mine entrance, the rough ground unforgiving beneath her. Faint sounds of singing and hammering drift from the mine's depths, a strange contrast to her fear. Amira cautiously enters the bustling dwarven mine, a hidden world of echoing picks and glittering gems. 7 distinct dwarves, each a character etched in stone, pause in their labor, eyeing the newcomer with suspicion. Gruff warns, "Ye best be careful, lass. There's a beast who roams the nearby woods." Giddy chimes in, his voice laced with fear. "Aye, a fearsome beast it is. Keep clear, keep clear." Clever reinforces the warning. Indeed, heed their warnings. The beast is not to be trifled with. Amira is held captive in a grand, decaying castle, its shadows whispering tales of forgotten grandeur and present despair. The beast appears, a towering figure with glowing eyes, his presence both menacing and strangely gentle. Amira sees past his monstrous form, recognizing the profound loneliness and despair hidden within. Discovering the curse, Amira vows to help him break it, an unlikely bond forming from mutual respect.
Princess Amira stands on the castle balcony, her silhouette framed by the rising sun. Her gaze sweeps over the kingdom, a vast expanse of rolling hills and quaint villages under her watchful eye. Worry lines etch her face as she contemplates the terror gripping her land. A decision hardens her features, a resolve to protect her people at any cost. Her mind turns to the dwarfs, legendary artisans dwelling deep within the mountains. Hope flickers in her eyes as she imagines forging an alliance with the reclusive community. Amira enters the dwarf kingdom, the scent of stone and forge filling the air as suspicious dwarfs surround her. King Borin stands before Amira, his flinty eyes piercing as he challenges her. "Outsiders are not welcome here, human." Amira speaks with honor. "I offer only my word and respect for your craft. Only you can help us. Borin sets a challenge. Prove yourself worthy. A task awaits you within our minds, a test of your mettle. Before the monster lair, Amira and Borin stand with dwarfs, anticipation hanging heavy in the air. Instead of drawing steel, Amira extends her hands, a gesture of peace aimed at the hulking monsters. Her voice, clear and strong, cuts through the tension as she speaks to the monsters. The monsters' roars turn to confused grumbles as Amira explains their dwindling food. Amira proposes a solution. The dwarfs will provide a new water source, and the monsters can farm. The monsters' leader nods, a fragile alliance formed, promising peace and prosperity for all.
Beneath the haunted moon, Princess Amira journeys into the forbidden forest, cloaked in shadow and sorrow. Clutching the ornate box, a relic of her lost kingdom, she presses on, the forest alive with unseen eyes. Eerie shadows dance around her, whispering tales of ancient magic and lurking danger. A distant growl shatters the silence, and Amira's eyes widen in terror, the forest's menace closing in. Amira steps into a vast dwarven cavern, the air alive with the clang of hammers and the glow of molten forges. Dwarves halt their work, their eyes narrowing with suspicion as they take in the sight of the newcomer. Amira's kindness melts their wariness, and smiles slowly replace suspicion. With practiced ease, they begin forging weapons and armor, their skilled hands moving in rhythmic precision. Under a bruised, moonlit sky, a volcanic landscape stretches, the air thick with sulfur. Amira, in new armor, leads sturdy dwarves towards the jagged maw of the monster's lair. Amira sees desperation in the creature's eyes, not malice. Her voice rings out, clear and strong, offering hope amidst the desolation. There is another way. We can coexist, Amira declares, her sword gleaming. In the sunlit royal gardens, Princess Amira's arrow flies, striking the bullseye with deadly precision. Her triumphant smile fades as a royal messenger approaches, his face etched with grim tidings. The kingdom's treasury is nearly empty, a shadow falling over Amira's radiant spirit. A neighboring kingdom looms, threatening invasion if debts remain unpaid. Resolve hardens Amira's gaze. A princess now, a warrior for her people. She vows to find a solution, her determination a beacon in the face of looming darkness. Amira steps into the dwarf mine, torchlight dancing on damp walls, the air thick with earthy, metallic scents. Dwarves halt their labor, suspicion etched on their faces, stout axes gleaming ominously in the dim light. I come seeking aid, not to cause harm, Amira declares, her voice echoing in the cavernous space. Borin challenges. Why should we trust a surface dweller? What concern is your kingdom to us? Amira pleads. My concern is for all people. My kingdom's plight affects everyone. I ask only for your help. Borin reveals there are legends of a hidden golden treasure deep within this mountain. Amira and the dwarfs cautiously navigate the booby-trapped chamber, danger lurking in every shadow. Borin, brow furrowed, skillfully disarms hidden traps, his expertise a beacon in the perilous darkness. Amira leaps across treacherous gaps, her movements fluid and precise, a dance with destiny. A vast chamber shimmers with gold, but a shadowy figure materializes, eyes glinting with avarice. Amira confronts the thief, her eyes blazing with determination, a whirlwind of motion against greed. They return to the kingdom, treasure in hand, laughter echoing through halls, a testament to friendship. Princess Amira wanders through the castle gardens, her elaborate gown a stark contrast to her longing gaze. She pauses, overhearing whispers carried on the breeze. "Did you hear about the hidden treasure and the secret passage? It's just a rumor," replies another voice, laced with doubt. "Maybe, but what if it's true?" The thought hangs in the air, igniting a spark of curiosity. Torches flicker, casting shadows on the rough-hewn walls of the dwarven mine. Amira stands before 7 dwarves. Borin, his long beard swaying, eyes Amira with suspicion. Young Gimli bounces with anticipation. "I have come seeking your aid," Amira declares, her voice echoing in the cavern. "A grave threat looms," Borin scoffs. "What makes you think we'd risk our necks for some shiny trinket?" "Ancient duty binds us," Borin admits. "We will aid you, human." In the crystal caverns, Amira and the dwarves tread carefully as ethereal light dances across the walls. Shadowy figures emerge, weapons glinting, their eyes set on the treasure hidden deep within the cavern. Amira steps forward, guiding the dwarves. Her quick wit their only defense against the encroaching darkness. With each parry and block, Amira's confidence soars, leading the dwarves to the treasure's final hiding place. In the sun-drenched royal gardens, Princess Amira's joyful laughter fills the air as she wanders through the vibrant blooms. Her carefree moment is shattered as hushed whispers of the kingdom's impending doom reach her ears. A shadow of determination hardens her features as the weight of the kingdom's financial ruin settles upon her. An old legend resurfaces in her mind, a hidden golden treasure buried deep within the enchanted forest. Torches flicker in the dwarven mine, shadows dancing as Amira steps into the cavern, the scent of damp earth heavy in the air. Borin challenges. "Who dares trespass in the halls of the dwarves?" Amira answers, "I am Amira. I seek your aid." Orin observes Amira, but her eyes hold a fire. "Perhaps this is a quest worth undertaking," Borin declares. "Very well. We will help you, Amira. Are you certain you are ready?" Amira confirms, "I am." Sunlight dapples the enchanted forest as Amira and the dwarves cautiously tread where twisted trees loom like skeletal spectres. To pass beyond, a riddle you must solve. What has an eye but cannot see? The talking tree booms. Orin strokes his beard, then calmly replies, "A needle," and the path is revealed. Borin charges, Amira striking the greedy sorcerer, securing the glittering gold in the treasure chamber. In the castle courtyard, Princess Amira, in travelling attire, faces her worried advisors. The air is thick with unspoken fears. Worried servants and solemn guards fill the stone courtyard, their faces etched with concern. Amira's horse paws restlessly at the ground, sensing the impending journey and the weight of the kingdom's fate. With unwavering resolve, Amira declares, "The kingdom's coffers are nearly empty. I will venture into the dwarves' territory to seek the golden sunstone," she says, her voice ringing with determination. Her words hang in the air, a beacon of hope against the darkening horizon. It's our only hope. Amira ventures into the dimly lit tunnels of the dwarven mine, the air heavy with the scent of minerals and damp earth. She is surrounded by skeptical dwarves, their eyes scrutinizing her every move as they navigate the winding paths. Borin, the dwarf's gruff but wise leader, steps forward, his gaze fixed on Amira. "A princess in our minds? What brings you to our realm, your highness?" Borin asks, his voice echoing in the cavern. Amira meets Borin's gaze, her expression determined. "My kingdom is in danger," she declares, her voice clear and strong. "I am on a quest for the golden sunstone. I hope to gain your assistance," Amira continues, her plea hanging in the air. Atop the towering mountain peak, Amira and the dwarves face the howling wind, a formidable stone guardian blocking their path. Borin's voice cuts through the wind. "Princess, your courage has brought us this far. Are you ready for the final trial?" Amira's eyes blaze with determination, the vast mountain mirroring her resolve. "For my kingdom and for our alliance, I am," Amira declares, her voice ringing with unwavering commitment. Princess Amira walks alone in the immaculate royal gardens, a gilded cage of manicured perfection. She pauses by a fountain, her reflection mirroring the longing in her eyes, a princess yearning for more. Servants flutter around her, yet she remains detached, lost in thoughts of rugged landscapes far beyond. The scene whispers of a life privileged yet unfulfilled, a stark prelude to the trials ahead. Torches flicker, casting long shadows in the bustling dwarven mine. The air vibrates with the rhythmic clang of pickaxes. Dwarves toil tirelessly, their faces illuminated by the warm glow, led by the resolute Borin. Hidden in the shadows, Amira watches, her eyes wide with wonder at the dwarves' industry and camaraderie. Borin notices Amira, his face etched with suspicion as he cautiously moves towards her. Suspicion slowly melts into curiosity as Borin approaches, his eyes searching Amira's for answers. Amira and the dwarves behold mountains of gold and jewels, a dazzling spectacle that fills the vast treasure chamber. The treasure radiates an otherworldly glow, its allure almost hypnotic, captivating Amira's gaze. Borin warns, "This treasure is a burden as much as a blessing," his voice echoing in the chamber. Amira declares, "I understand now. True wealth lies in your friendship and simple way of life."
In the radiant castle garden, Princess Amira laughs, chasing butterflies among the blooming flowers bathed in sunlight. A dark raven descends, casting an ominous shadow over the idyllic scene, a stark contrast to Amira's joy. Initially curious, Amira senses a looming threat, her carefree laughter replaced by a flicker of unease. Amira retreats inside, her radiant joy now tinged with apprehension, leaving the dark omen behind. Unseen, a sorceress watches from afar, her gaze fixed on the castle, plotting in the shadows. Amira, pale and weary, pushes open the cottage door, revealing a haven of warmth and light against the encroaching darkness. A long wooden table set for 7 dominates the cozy room, each place meticulously arranged, promising comfort and companionship. 7 tiny beds stand in a row, each adorned with a colorful patchwork quilt, whispering tales of rest and dreams. The hearth crackles with a lively fire, casting playful shadows that dance across the walls, a beacon of hope and solace. Overwhelmed, Amira stumbles towards a bed, her body succumbing to exhaustion. Unconscious, she drifts into a deep sleep, unaware of approaching footsteps. In her lair, the sorceress, cloaked in shadows, presides over a cauldron bubbling with wicked intent. With eyes gleaming evilly, she slowly immerses a bright red apple into the steaming brew. The apple rises, now draped in a shimmering, deadly glaze. Her cackle rips through the lair, a chilling sound of impending doom. She begins her transformation, shedding her dark robes to become something unexpected. The sorceress completes her disguise, emerging as an unassuming old peddler woman. Princess Amira dances through the sunlit castle gardens, her laughter echoing like wind chimes in the serene air. Golden hair streams behind her as she chases butterflies, a carefree spirit unbound by royal duty. Servants watch discreetly as she revels in nature's simple joys, her eyes sparkling with pure delight. Unaware of the looming shadows, Amira embodies innocence, a radiant light against the darkening horizon. Amira huddles near the fireplace, its light painting dancing shadows across the cottage walls. 7 dwarfs surround her, their faces etched with a mix of concern and curiosity in the flickering light. Outside, the wind howls, and Bashful nervously peeks through the window, his eyes wide with fear. Despite Grumpy's grumbling, a sense of warmth and camaraderie fills the dwarf's small cottage. Amira, clutching a dwarf-gifted amulet, faces the ominous witch's tower as lightning flashes. Maleficent unleashes spells, but the amulet glows, deflecting the magical onslaught. Dwarfs emerge, diverting the witch as Amira chants, her resolve unyielding. Blinding light engulfs the tower, which collapses with a roar, vanquishing the witch. Princess Amira, gown torn, bursts through the dense forest, her breath catching in ragged gasps as she glances back in terror. Dark shadows stretch like grasping claws across the forest floor, as if the very trees conspire to chase her. Exhaustion pulls at her limbs, each step a battle against the encroaching darkness and the muddy earth. A small cottage appears like a beacon amidst giant mushrooms, promising sanctuary from the relentless pursuit. The scent of pine and damp earth fills her lungs, a momentary balm against the fear gripping her heart. Inside the dwarf's cozy cottage, lamplight dances across the wooden table where 7 unique dwarfs gather. Princess Amira, now in simple clothes, recounts her tale of betrayal, her voice echoing in the small space. The dwarfs, Bashful, Grumpy, and Clever, listen with rapt attention, their faces etched with concern. Narration. They offer her shelter and vow to protect her from the sorceress's wrath. Narration. Promising to teach her the skills she'll need to survive, their determination solidifying. Before the looming gates of the sorceress's castle, Princess Amira stands, exuding confidence and combat readiness. Dwarfs stand beside her, each armed with unique tools, forming a formidable fellowship against the looming darkness. A shimmering magical barrier pulses before them, guarded by shadowy creatures of dark magic. Amira raises her sword, the polished steel reflecting her unwavering resolve. Her eyes burn with purpose, a beacon of defiance against the sorceress's encroaching shadow. Destiny calls, and Amira prepares to confront the sorceress, ready to reclaim what is rightfully hers.
In the sun-drenched courtyard, Princess Amira laughs, her royal attire radiant amid joyous handmaidens. Suddenly, Zuleika appears, her face twisted with dark envy, disrupting the idyllic scene. Zuleika unleashes a spell, a vortex of dark energy swirling around Amira. Screams erupt as Amira vanishes, leaving only a shimmering residue in the once vibrant courtyard. Disheveled and haunted by fear, Amira seeks refuge in the dwarf's snug cottage, shadows dancing on the wall. 7 dwarfs, etched with unique character, cautiously observe Amira as she enters their warm, artifact-filled home. I have to tell you about my past life and the sorceress's treachery, Amira says. Her voice trembles as she reveals her dark past to the attentive, watchful eyes of the dwarfs. The dwarfs in turn pledged their loyalty and protection, a silent vow exchanged in the flickering firelight. Under the full moon, Amira and the dwarfs approach Zuleika's dark fortress, a jagged peak piercing the night. The air vibrates with dark magic as they creep closer, shadows dancing around them. Inside the lair, Zuleika chants, her voice a chilling echo in the stone halls. Amira, supported by the determined dwarfs, confronts Zuleika, her eyes blazing with courage. A magical battle erupts, spells clashing and the lair trembling with raw power. Amira shatters Zuleika's spell, banishing the sorceress and restoring balance to the night. In the sunlit royal garden, Princess Amira wanders among vibrant flowers, their colors a stark contrast to the shadows about to unfold. A sudden chill sweeps through the garden as sorceress Zara materializes, dark magic swirling around her like a shroud. The vibrant flowers seem to recoil, their colors dimming under Zara's ominous presence. As the sorceress speaks, "I envy your beauty, Amira." Zara's eyes glint with cruel ambition as she reveals her dark intent. "And I intend to seize the throne." Driven by fear, Amira turns and flees, her silken dress a fleeting splash of color against the encroaching darkness. Amira stumbles into the dwarf's mine, a hidden world deep within the mountain's heart. 7 dwarfs eye Amira warily, their distinct personalities etched on their faces. Amira's plight unfolds, her sincerity softening the dwarf's hardened expressions. Hafiz, the wise dwarf, nods, shelter and friendship offered, a haven found. Under a sky torn by lightning, Amira stands resolute before the sorceress's looming castle, a beacon of defiance against the storm. Loyal dwarves stand shoulder to shoulder, their faces grim, a united front against the approaching darkness. Zara appears, dark power blazing in her eyes. As the magical duel erupts, spells clashing like thunder. Amira, agile and clever, wields the dwarf's enchanted tools, deflecting Zara's dark magic with precision. The castle trembles, caught in the crossfire as the dwarfs fight valiantly, their courage a shield against the sorceress's wrath. Sunlight dapples the forest floor as Ilara, a young princess in disguise, journeys with a determined spirit. She hums a cheerful tune, her small backpack suggesting a long journey. The dense trees part to reveal a hidden cottage, smoke curling from its chimney. The cottage is small, nestled among the trees, promising warmth and respite. Ilara's eyes light up with curiosity, drawn to the cozy haven in the woods. Ilara cautiously steps into the dwarf's cottage, greeted by 7 pairs of curious, warm eyes. Baruch nods, a silent, strong welcome as Finn rushes forward. "Welcome, welcome! Come in, come in!" Laurie offers kindness. "Are you hungry, dear? We have plenty to share." Gimli chimes in. "Aye, a feast is always a good welcome." Orin watches quietly, a slight smile. Fala gestures warmly. "Please, make yourself at home." Nara's eyes sparkle with curiosity. "Tell us your story, traveler," Ilara replies. "I am Ilara, and I wish to explore the world." On a rugged seashore, Ilara and the dwarfs face the boundless ocean as waves crash against the rocks with thunderous force. A storm gathers ominously on the horizon, stirring the sea into a churning frenzy. "I am fascinated with the sea," Ilara declares, her voice barely audible above the roaring waves. "Be careful. The sea is unpredictable," the dwarfs warn, their faces etched with concern as they brace against the wind. Together, they work to shield Ilara from the storm's wrath, their strength and unity a beacon against the raging elements.